Good morning, ladies. So thank you for joining me on this call. I love this call. I have so much information to share with you. And of course, the ones that missed, we'll get you to recording. You're probably watching it now. But just want to look at my notes and make sure I have things ready. Just one sec. Oh, okay. It says I cannot minimize screen when I'm recording. That's not going to help me then. Not sure why. Oh, never mind. Got it. Okay. I'm back. Just want to test that first. Okay. So who is excited about the tablet for this month? Great way to blast off March. And you know what? I reposted a memory from March 4th, 2019 the other day. You might have saw a picture of me and Dennis saying we have 12 codes. That means 12 enrollments we want between us, right? March 4th, 2019 was interesting, popped up in my memories, is when Plexus offered Enroll 9, Allison will remember, Pam will remember, Crystal will remember, Sheena will remember, and a few others, that when you enroll 9, you got an iPad, a literal iPad, right? That was what we had. And it popped up March 4th. And I thought, how interesting is that? Like around the same time, we're getting a different iPad. Okay, so I want to briefly just go over these little topics here, but then I want to dig into some things I want to show you in your back office. So anyone that has any questions, stop me. Interrupt. I don't mind. Okay. I just want you guys to have all the answers. So if you have questions before I move on, make sure you jump in. So birthday wishes. So you guys, I know Linda has a success story with sending out birthday wishes recently. I don't know if she wants to jump in and share what happened there.
Actually, she's one of the people I grew up with in Ryton. She's left when she was young. We've reconnected at Comomier, and we've been chatting back and forth, and she's been meowing about trying Plexus. So she had a birthday the other day. She turned 65. So I did up a little package for her, put in her birthday card and a little note and some samples. And when she got it, she messaged me and said, I want to try it. And she told me what she wanted to try.
Wow.
That's what happened, right?
That's awesome. And it takes consistency. So I am dropping here. When you see me just kind of my eyes all over the place, I'm going to get some information for you. So I'm dropping here what we use, what I use anyways. I'm not sure if you can use whatever, but this is what I do when I'm sending out birthday wishes. And so I just wanted to tell you what I do when I'm sending out birthday wishes. I've like reined it right in. Okay, so not everybody gets a sample. I want to know, are you serious about wanting to know about Plexus? I have a Zoom user trying to get in the call. I don't know who that is. So I'm not going to let them in. That's strange. It come up as a Zoom user. So if you have somebody messaging you wanting to get on, let me know. Okay, so I recognize that person. So when I send out my birthday wish and they say, sure. And to me, like what I've experienced is they drop their address right away. Sure. They don't even know what our products are, some of them. Okay, so without getting, like they want samples. People love free, right? They love free. So well, this is what I back it up with. If you drop me your address, I'm going to say, oh, great. So share with me what you're focused on in your health right now. I got night now, it's supposed to be right now. So I can get you to write sample. I give them some ideas of what our products does because 99% of people think we're only weight loss. Okay, so if you give them some ideas of what they may have going on, then they're going to respond with one of those coming back. You can actually use like what we use in our 15-minute messenger chats when we do our poll. Same idea. We want to know what you're focused on. So when I do that, I get a way better response. They tell me what they have going on and that like you can add more if you want. They tell me what they need, and then I suggest the sample for them, either the active microbiome or hunger control. And then even then, that's not where I end it. I want one more thing from you before I send you a sample. When they tell me what it is, I recommend a sample. My next step is I say, here's a video, watch it and tell me if this is something you'd like to try. Okay, that's my next step. So once they watch the video, then now I know you're serious. Other than that, you're not serious about wanting my sample. So that's where I'm doing that. I might start off with 10 people wanting a sample. By the time I'm done those steps, I'm narrowed down to like 2 or 3. Not that I'm not going to go back to them later. I probably will. I have you on my list, but I will narrow it down to that. So, you know, we have like 6 to 8, 10 touch points when you're going through your customers and you're giving them proper information. So that is step 1, video. Okay, and then while they're waiting for their sample, you can say, let me add you to our health group, or let me invite you to a messenger chat, or sip and share, send you a testimony, all those things. Any questions on that at all? Does that make sense? Look like a great system? Okay, now host to post. Anybody doing host to post? Have you had success? Natasha?
Yeah, so the one that just signed up today, she is from a host to post, and I have another one who's signing up today from a host to post.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's the first time it's ever worked for me, so I'm so excited.
Yes, that's amazing. Congrats. So I just want to jump in and say Natasha and Tina Hamlin are on their track for gold this month. So they're our upcoming rising gold brand ambassadors. And that's why they're on this specific call, because they're gold already in my mind. Okay, anyone else want to share host to post success? Because I have a couple to share. If you're not doing host to post, you're really missing out. Let me say that much. Especially with, you can go to host to post on Plexus Power Team. Natalie has an all outline for you right there. Just find host to post. The script is there that you send out. You can send it. I've been focusing on my VIPs that enrolled in January and February. I do 5 a day, send them out. Once they post for me, they go on my list. And then I'm the one responsible following up with their post to see if there's any action, you know, and when someone drops the heart of the health concern that they have, then I will say right under there, do you mind if I message you? Because in the script already, it says, the one that they're dropping for you, it says Cindy is looking for 5 people. So they're not surprised when Cindy says, do you mind if I message you? Okay. Do host to post. I can't stress enough to do it, because like I said, I do 5 a day because I don't want to get overwhelmed with looking after all these people's posts, right? So I do 5, and then I might do another 5 in a couple of days. Any questions on that part?
I'm viewing them and I find them good because it fills up your funnel too.
Definitely. So Natasha Young, she has somebody enrolled under someone that did a whole, the VIP is already in, of course, and she did a host to post for her, and she got an enrollment under her yesterday, and now she's interested in getting 2 more because she wants either products free or do the business. I'm not sure yet. So I have 2 ladies, one in Alberta and one in the US, that I reached out to and said, would you mind doing a host to post for me? And they said, no problem, because it's a $50 gift card that you don't have to give. Natalie's giving the gift card for $50. And it's not on the Plexus website, Plexus Power Team page yet, but we're still continuing with that. There will be another one around the middle of March. So you continue your host post, continue collecting your names, okay? And if ever any time that we don't have a giveaway, a $50 card, I find $50 gift card, $50 whatever is really good. if anytime you're doing a host to post and that you don't see anything on Plexus Power Team, I'll use Lana, for example. Lana can say, I've been doing the host to post and I've been saying we're giving away $50. Can you guys help me with that? Why don't we do our own team ones like we talked about before? There's Lana, there's Ashley, Sheena, and me in our upline. Okay, so each of us can drop in $10, $5, whatever, and help. And we can all be a part of that host to post in that little line, right? So you could do it for your people as well. Jocelyn might lose connection. I hope you keep connection, Jocelyn, because we have so many things to share. So host to post, is that all good? Okay, so I just want to finish with this host to post. So my person in Alberta, my person in the US, one in Alberta's got 2 enrollments under her from a host to post. The other one in the US in Virginia has 1. So what I did was I put them in, when they get an enrollment, I put them in a chat together so I can help them with their products and their questions. And then I'm dropping in there as well, like about host to post, about get 3 and get your products free and all that stuff in those little chats that I got going on. So there's some excitement in there now. You're building on your next leg by even getting those together, right? Because you never know when that person under that person might be your diamond. It's like Melissa Heikenhorst that said, you know, she enrolled her 76th person before she had a business partner to help her go diamond. Isn't that crazy? Like if she,
sorry, Cindy, so you're putting all the ones that sign up under, like came to you and they're signing up under host to post. No matter who they are, putting them together in a chat with you.
Well, okay, so I'll use, I got a lady named Christiane. So she did a post for me. She's already a VIP. She signed up in February. So I reached out to her and said, would you mind doing a post? And the script is right there. You don't even have to come up with the words in the Power Team. So I reached out to her and said, would you mind doing a post for me to get in my draw? She said, sure. She did the post. She had lots of questions and engagement. There was 2 of them I messaged and they signed up right away under Christiane, because I asked Christiane if she wanted them under her to get some money or did she want me to just take care of them. She said, oh, no, I'll take them. I'll help. I want that cash, she said. So now it was 2 of her sisters that were interested. So I put Christiane and her 2 sisters in a chat with me.
Okay.
So now I have Christiane and those 2 sisters that are, and when I created the chat, they're like, oh, this is great. Now we can all answer questions and help each other. So they were all okay with it. I just went ahead. I didn't ask them at all. I just went ahead, created the chat and said, hey, ladies, I feel this is a great place to answer all your questions and help you along with your Plexus journey. They're like, awesome. And you should see the conversation in there this morning. It's like, I have a friend who's asking questions. Just from that chat. Okay, so 3-way chats is still 100% important. If you got away from it, get back to it with your team. Get back to it with your new enrollments. Get back to it with your VIPs. Host to post, create chats. Okay. That answer your question, Pamela?
Yes, thanks. That's good tips. Thank you.
The other thing is I want to bring to your attention, you may have seen me drop this winning day sheet in our senior, anybody print it off, take a look at it? Lana, okay. I'm trying to follow it. It's lengthy. I won't say that it's not. It's time consuming. I'm not going to say it's not, but at gold and above, here's some ideas for you. At gold and above, you need to be spending, and I know some of you are going to say, I spend way longer than that. 60 to 90 minutes a day on your business at gold and above. Okay, so here's where I fell into a trap. I was like, yeah, I spend back when I was gold and above and senior gold. I was like, oh yeah, I spend like 2 or 3 hours a day on my business. I don't know like why people are saying that I need to do this, but are you really? That was my question to myself. Am I really? You don't include business calls or training calls. I'm talking about specific tasks that you do to grow your business. It's a difference. There's completely different, right? Helping your team, answering questions. That's not, it's building your business as in support to your downline. But you need to be really laser focused on these tasks that are on the sheet. If you look at it, it's going to be, oh yeah, my goodness. Like for example, the first one says spending 15 minutes being social on social media. And if you're not keen and zoned in on that, like you won't get as much interaction on Facebook or Instagram. You have to be, that's just Facebook rules. Nothing to do with Plexus or network marketing or whatever. It's Facebook rules that if you're not engaging, so if you take 15 minutes a day just to scroll your Facebook page and ask questions, like, comment, especially on the sheet, it says prospects. So do you have a list of prospects in front of you? I hope you do. I hope you have like 20 or 30 on your sheet every month, new people that you're connecting with. Those are the people that I zone in on. I look up their page and I comment, like, get connected to them that way. So then when I post, they're going to see mine. That's just the way it works. And I'm seeing them pop up everywhere now, like all these new people, seeing my stories, commenting on my posts, all those things. So very important. Look over the rest of it on that sheet and make sure that you're doing the tasks correctly for your business. Time management is really important for all of us, right? For all of us, we need time management. So if you can zone into 60 to 90 minutes of doing this winning day sheet, I can guarantee you in 90 days, you will be surprised at where you are. I can guarantee you, I've witnessed it. I've not done this winning day sheet. This is new to all of us. I've been doing Power 30s. Yes, Power 30s is a great place for new people coming in, your team. And this is where you get, you know, because you're gold and above, then you have to get your team involved. What you do, your team will do. That's just a rule across the board. If you're excited and you show excitement in your chats, you're going to have people excited. If you don't show up, your team's not going to show up. It's just a rule that happens everywhere in life, right? So when we're going on a call, you guys gold and above are, you should be messaging one-on-one. And I fell into this trap too, where I depended on my silver chat or my Cindy's level 1 chat or my senior gold chat for everybody on my level ones to get the information and show up. But I like just personally one-on-one messaging people and say, hey, don't forget our call tonight. You have to be on. We have so much information we have to share. It's going to help you propel your business forward. You know, just little encouragements and tips along the way. Any questions on that? I feel like I'm a chatter this morning, but I had so much to share, so much building up for this call. It was like, okay, so no questions. So I will share my screen once I get it up. One sec. I will share my screen and share a couple things with you that you're going to love. So can you see my screen? Okay. So one thing, and Pam can jump in if she wants to, but I want to talk about something that happened this week, and I want to guide you guys in doing it the proper way. So Pamela enrolled somebody this week. She did nothing wrong, absolutely nothing in her enrollment. She's good at signing people up and enrolling. And even after your second one, you get really good at it, right? That wasn't the issue at all. There was some kind of glitch that happened and her enrollment got attached to her account, her new sign up, and her own account got merged. So it was, what happened was Pamela, when she did the enrollment, it came up on her screen, congratulations, Pamela. And she first red flag was like, what? This person's name is Lorraine. What the heck? So, and then she looked at her own page and it showed Lorraine, I can't remember her last name, but showed her website under Pamela's account. So we were on it right away, got it fixed. But here is where the problem lie, was because somewhere in Pamela's upgrade on her computer or something, cache not being cleared, things like that is what IT guided us in. And it showed up that because her web browser wasn't safe, it said, maybe a new update on her computer, whatever, it picked up as it being from her computer and it merged for whatever reason. Okay, so just to help you guys out in the future, they recommend it. Like, they don't recommend us signing people up, but we do it all the time. It helps people. We do it. We've done it for 8 years. It's not the issue. The issue is picking up information from your computer. Okay, so number one, make sure you clear your cache on your computer. If you're doing iPad, I'm not sure how to clear cache on iPad. I don't have one, so I don't know, but would be good getting that information. The second step is, has anybody heard of or done incognito on your computer? Do you know what that is? Natasha's saying yes. So this is the safest way if you're signing someone up from your device or computer to make sure that that doesn't happen, okay? So I got to learn to do it too. I'm going to be doing it. I've never had a problem like Pamela experienced. Our team has never had a problem with it before, ever, in the 8 years I've been here, but Natalie's heard of it before. So this is what they recommend. So on your computer screen, if you can you see my cursor up in the corner where the 3 dots are? And you'll see new Cognito window right here. That's the only thing you need to remember. That's it. New incognito window. If I click on it, my back screen where it's showing white right now, it will be black. You can continue doing the enrollment and all that stuff, and then go back to, changing it back to your normal screen. But that's a backup. That's where you're going to get save yourself from all of the issues that may arise. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on that?
So it's, excuse me. So it's like you're hiding when you're doing that, or hiding your information?
Yeah, exactly. You're actually hiding your, what it is, I believe, what I understand from it is you're hiding your, you have a number. Anybody jump in and tell me, but it's your computer ID number. You can go find your digits. I don't know what it's called. I forget now. Your
IP address.
IP address. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. So it hides that, and it's not picking up your IP address and things like that, right? So it's safe. Put it this way. I think we should all get used to doing it, and just to be safe with people's information on our computer as well. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, now we're moving along to a new feature. I don't know if some of you have found it already, but it's a new feature in our back office. So I'm in Dennis's account. I'm going to click on points and rank to look at his new VIPs. Let me know if you can't see it or following along, because I know the screen lags sometimes on Zoom. It's not up to date. So right here under, you see Chantal R. So see that little plus sign in front of their name? You click on that. Before this new update, all we could see was ID and sponsor ID. Now this new feature is added, view details. Okay, so when you click on that, if you want to check on someone's order, any information about them, you click order history. I'm not going to do it because I'll have to go back. But order history, if someone's saying I don't have my product, anything to do with their order, you can go in and check for them. It'll show you there's a tracking number if they're missing their product or whatever. Instead of signing into their account and checking on their order, you can go this way, just in your downline. And you can take that tracking number, put it in canadapost.ca, and you can track it, screenshot it, and show them where their order is. And if there's any issues with their order, I recommend you calling in for them on their behalf. So you're doing your customer service part. Okay. That makes sense. Are you happy to see this finally show up?
I love that feature. I had to use it a couple of times just recently.
Mhm.
Now I did try calling. Sorry, my daughter's in here watching TV. So I've had to call in once, and the guy who answered told me that I had to get the customer to call in. He would not give me any information about the order at all. So it just depends on who you're going to get on the phone. Some of them will give you the information, some of them won't.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, I've had that happen too.
So it's not necessarily about, and I agree, Natasha, it's who you talk to. So what I would do there is basically wait 10 minutes and call back. So what I would do there is they don't need, you know, they can share where the products are or something like, or give you some information on if there's any issues at all. Most of them will, but you do run into one or two that does that. I agree. I just realized I missed a step when I'm talking about, let me think for a minute. So when you're doing your customer service, is what triggered me into saying this. Customer service, we do have, for you guys that are new and don't know, in Dream Makers, if you put in customer service, we have a 90-day plan for you to help you with your customers. Okay, so I always, after like 3 or 4 days, I always go get the perks video and I send them to make sure they understand what leaving your auto ship on looks like, what you would get for free products. I want them to know that information. And yeah, so make sure you're doing your customer service. It's going to help your business a lot. Okay, next part is commissions. So some of you have asked me lots about where do I find commissions? How do I see the breakdown and things like that? So under your business and commission summary, well, let me go here first. New VIP customers, this is a new option as well. So if you want to see what your last month looked like, it'll show here when it loads. Right here. Okay, so new VIP customers, you're going to see February and March. A little tip for you. And now commission summary. So when you see your commissions here, you can select all or a month or just scroll down. So if you're looking at a month, let's look at monthly. If you want to see the total breakdown of your month, then you go download PDF. Okay, I don't know if you guys realized that step was there, but if you download PDF, you're going to see things like, because right over here in this part, when you see monthly payouts and stuff, you're going to see one total, right, for January, total amount. And you're not seeing the breakdown of that total amount. But if you click on that PDF Excel, it'll download for you and you'll see your welcome pack payouts. You can see bonuses. You can see people under you, those type things. Okay. Is that helpful? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for back office. I wanted to show you any tips at all or need me to show you anything in back office that you're not understanding before I stop sharing my screen.
I know this is simple, but I always have trouble bringing up all of the welcome packs.
Okay. All right. I'll show you where that is. So if you go under your dashboard and you're going to go down to Training Center. Thanks, Tina. That's a good reminder. Go to Training Center, Resource Library.
Okay.
And then under Recruit and Onboard, you're going to click on View the Tools. This is where I go. And if someone wants to see all the welcome packs, then I just copied a link to this right here. I'm pretty sure you can send it now that we have VIP option. This always does this when I'm trying to open a page on Zoom. Bear with me. Okay, and then you're going to go, you're going to see right here under new brand ambassador welcome series. No, that's not it. One, recruit and onboard. So you're going to see Canadian welcome pack flyer. It's a PDF, so you can download it and save it as a picture. PDF means something you can save as a picture. Okay, when you save it one time, you got it. That's it. Print it off, share it. You can do what you want. All right, the other part, since I'm here, I'll show you, is the Canadian product price list. You want to be going in there and printing that off every time we get new updates, new products, changes, anything like that. So you want to be going in and printing off that product price list or saving it somewhere. The other one I want to show you is the all product brochure. So I have that one saved, printed off. It's all the updated products for 2022. So that's a trifold sheet that you can print off. I carry a couple in my purse all the time with a couple samples. Okay, anything else in back office? Hopefully that helps, Tina. Anything else before I stop sharing back office? I know one question that someone asked earlier. I've had a couple of questions this week, and I'll show you just so that you know and you're aware for your team. So I've had people turn off their subscription. Oh, Tina must have got booted out. Hopefully she got all that. Tina, are you back? Okay, I can help her later if she has any questions. So someone that says they've turned off their subscription, how did they turn it back on? So I'm going to his account. And subscriptions. So if a subscription is turned off, you have this option here, add new subscription, right? So the thing that people get mixed up in is that it will take you to checkout. You're not ordering today. It does have to do that process of kind of checking out before the last step of processing order. And on the bottom, it will ask you to put in your CVV, 3 digits on the back of your card to confirm. But on the top, it does say, I think it says ship today, but it's not shipped today. I asked Natalie if we could change that because people get mixed up. Is it shipping today? You don't want it to ship today if someone is setting up their new subscription, right? They want to choose their own date. So you can choose your own date. Absolutely. And in the summary part, you'll see the items that they chose, and it'll say the date that it will ship. So you can rest assured, I did it yesterday for a lady. I was hesitant about it showing ship today in small little letters on the top, but the summary part, the biggest part, and on the bottom, it'll say will ship. Mine was May 22nd or March 22nd. And it was fine. When I processed it, it didn't, I went back, checked orders to make sure it didn't come out today. So I tested it, so it's good. So you can go ahead and with that and help people if they've turned off their subscription by mistake. Oh, while I'm back here too, before I move on, I don't have much more to share after this, but while I'm here, I will show you. So as goals and above, you should be checking your perk point. Oh, it signed me out. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm back. As gold and above, there's 2 areas I want you to be laser focused every day to help your downline. If you're ranking up or on track for ranking up and needing to help your downline, this is 2 things I do every single morning when I get up and open my back office. It's where I start. So it is. Oh man, it's so slow. It's like watching paint dry. Right here under business again, perk reports. So what you're looking for under perk reports is days to forfeit is where I zone in on. So if someone is shown like right here, this lady has 2 days before she's going to lose 610 perk points. You may be getting messages from your upline saying, did you know? And I want to give you a heads up. Then if you guys, it takes literally 5 minutes to do this every day. Get good at it. You'll be so grateful in your team for catching these for your teammates that may be losing. So days to forfeit and see how many they're losing. And it'll show the person. It'll also show their enroller if you go over to this side. The opposite side, it'll show the person that signed them up. Okay, there. And then the other part was, let me go back to dashboard. And so every day I click on my points and rank. And load your data. And then I click on every single day order status. Double click on order status, open it up, and you'll see what's going on for that day. It brings all your dates to the top. So today's March 5th. There's the one for the 5th. Because you double click, it's going to gather all the most recent date, okay, to the top. So I look at if I see any, if that one was a 0 right here and it said fulfilling, but it showed 0 points, I'd click on that and see what's going on. Because there's some reason why is it fulfilling or shipped or whatever, and it's not giving me points. That's what you're looking for. You're also looking for credit card declines. You may have gotten me or someone in your upline saying, did you know so-and-so got a credit card decline today? So it's basically letting you know this is your customer, so you should be reaching out. And most of the time, a credit card decline may be as simple as, I changed my card, I forgot to update it on my account. So you want to catch it for them on their behalf. And if not, if they canceled or they whatever, is just a good way to connect with them. So every single day it's perk points and order status for me. The other thing you may not know about is subscriptions. You can do the same thing here. If you double click on subscriptions, you bring all the farthest away to the top. This one here as their subscription set to December 28, 2022. So that is not acceptable in my team. Is like if you have someone with their auto ship set that far, they may as well just turn it off, because if you're not ordering, you're not getting perks. If you're not ordering, you're not on the products. If you're not ordering till December, then you're not consistent. So I advise those people like to use up their perks if they don't want to order anymore. If they have some sitting there they don't want to lose, then use them and turn your account off. And then see, it all goes all the way down to March, all the ones coming out for March. So this is one way to know that what you have coming out for the month, and you can count them. If you're looking to rank up, double click on subscriptions, bring them all together. Okay, I'm going to stop screen share if nobody else has any questions about that, and I will wrap it up with 2 or 3 things to end our call today and answer your questions. Okay, stopping screen share. All right. So another thing to get really, really good at is memberships and being prepared for you guys that have been here longer than a year. Then you want to be going into your downline, your back office, double click on join date. Okay. So I'm going to use Allison, for example. She's been here with me for a while. So if she went in today and she double clicked on join date, and she has people showing up that she enrolled last March, she's going to scroll down and look for March 2021. It's going to show her enrollments that she did last year. Just a heads up to give them a heads up on your membership is due or coming up. And you want to let them know. I always make a list of mine at the beginning of the month. And I say your membership is coming up on this date. We can downgrade you to a VIP. So all those that were last year before our VIP program are going to be brand ambassadors, right? So to help them, I always message them and say, your membership is coming up. I know you haven't ordered in a while, but here's what we can do for you. If you want to continue, then we can downgrade your account. So you're not paying the $54 for the year membership. You'll be paying 20, I think it's 26 Canadian. Or let me know how I can help you with your account, is what I say. If they want to terminate, they can. And you can do it for them with their permission. And it's not hard to do. You just sign into their account. And because you're in their account, you're doing it as if they're doing it. Go to Help Center, click on Cancel Membership, and follow the steps. It's not hard. It'll be an option there to terminate account. You will have to sign for them, but if they're giving you permission, then it's good. Okay. So be prepared. That's a customer service. I get so many people saying, thank you. I appreciate that you took the time to look after me in this way so I don't be charged. I don't like it when people are charged without them being aware. I know the company is going to eventually have an email sent out reminding people that their membership is coming up. We don't have it in place yet. So this is where we come in. And it's not a lot of people, unless you're enrolling 20, 50 people a month. It's not a big task to do monthly. Just put that on your calendar that if you've been here over a year, you will have memberships due coming up. And I do it like the very last couple of days of the month. So I catch if there's anyone March 1st. I don't want to wait until March 9th to start doing them. They're already processed, right? So be aware. Your people will be very grateful. I've had people quit on me, don't like the products, don't want to ever do a Plexus again, whatever reason. And when I go to them and say, your membership's coming up, can I help you with that? They go, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Like, it's just relationship building all the way along. People are just really appreciative. Okay, my next question is, do you guys use the Engage app? Are you using it? Do you like it? Are you getting good response? Lana's like,
can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was muted or not. What I don't like, so I used it for my sign up this week, right? I know her well, so I sent her 2 videos and then had a shower, came out, she was already signed up. Like that was my fast one, right? But what I don't like is when I send them the video, it's like, here's the video. We discuss, it's all that pre-written stuff. It's great for some people that I don't really know and all that. But if I sometimes say, I'm sorry, we've already talked about this. Just watch the video.
I never
right?
send all that.
But it's attached to the video when I send it.
You can take all that out before you send it.
Where?
Well, I usually use Messenger before I post it. Before you actually hit post.
Oh, okay. So copy paste and then go in and okay. Thank you.
I never send it all because
That
it
didn't even dawn on me. Okay,
doesn't
that's
make
good.
sense to send all that, like, especially if you're in a conversation and maybe they're a good friend of yours and you're like, whatever, I don't want to send this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can edit it before you hit send.
Okay. See, and I'm always on my phone too, so like when it comes up, you don't see a lot of, it's harder, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be on my computer this week, but it's yeah,
So the
but I
reason
do
why,
like it.
I know, I love it. I use it all the time now more than ever because I love when people watch the videos and now I don't have to go back and say, did you get a chance to watch a video? I know you watched the video.
Hmm.
I know you've watched it, so I don't use that script anymore. If you're not using Engage app and you don't know how to send messages through Messenger, I have a tutorial in Dreammakers. Just put in Engage app. You'll see how to do it. It's very easy. There's a couple little extra steps because like texting, I think you just put in the number and text it. You can do it through there, but Engage Messenger chat needs a couple extra little steps. So I have that done for you already. If you just watch the tutorial. And the other thing is if you're new VIPs that are in and they've enrolled one person, they can download the Engage app, even if it's just for them to view for themselves. You can't get the Engage app unless they've had one enrollment. Okay. And they don't have a back office either until they get one enrollment. So keep that in mind.
Do we need their email to put them in? Because I used the Engaged app at the beginning. I thought it was great, but seemed like there was something to do with the email. Do we need their email to add them or get them in there?
For them downloading or for you sending a message?
Yeah, for sending them the videos or whatever is
Nope,
in there, right?
You don't need anything, only their first name.
Okay.
When you're
Okay.
sending it, like it'll say, you know, you're choosing the video and then it'll pop up. Who are you sending it to? So if I was sending it to you, Tina, I'd put in Tina Hamlin. I used to make the mistake just putting first name and I was talking to like 3 crystals. I'm like, okay, which crystal is this? You know, so it's very important. You can put first and last name on the first line. That's all you need. That's it. You can,
Okay, I seem to recall something about an email in it, and
no,
I think that's what deterred me. I'm not sure how it come up or come about, but I was like, my goodness, I'm not gonna be asking people for their email to do
No.
this, right?
no. And if it did, you have their, yeah, you no, exactly. You don't need your email. You just need your first and last name. That's it.
It's there, you just have to just continue, like skip that step, right?
Yeah.
Like it is there where you put it in,
Oh,
skip it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
okay, that's it then. Yeah, okay, that's it. Perfect, good.
Mm.
Now I'll get back to using it.
Hey, it's so good because now, like I said, you know, though it really again narrows down those that are interested. Too, for me, if they're
Yeah,
watching the
yeah.
video, then they are number one top prospect because they're following the steps I'm giving them. So I'll zone in on them more. Anyone that's like my top prospects for the month, I highlight them yellow. I always got my sheet, as you know, I start every month with March prospects on top of my sheet. And I do my Friday follow-ups every Friday. Friday is follow-up day for me, for most of my prospects. If you haven't talked to me, if I've left you messages and you didn't reply, and I dropped this in a couple, you heard me say this before, but I'm actually doing it and it's working. So if I've sent a message or two to a person and they didn't respond, for example, I send you a sample and I'm checking back now to see if you got it. So I go, hey, how's your day going? Hope you got your sample by now. Nothing. 3 days later, hey, just checking in. Did you like your sample? Doesn't it taste delicious? Nothing. So then I go and I type in the GIF waiting, and there's that little boy sitting there. I'm waiting. And you know what? I get responses back from that. It's so funny. A lady yesterday right away responded after I set that waiting. I used the Mr. Bean one too. That one's funny and it works. Where he's just sitting there on the grass twiddling his thumbs. waiting for your reply. It works. Okay, I want to end with the bold question. Okay, the bold question. And I'm helping team members with this and it's working. So I'm going to use Natasha Young. She won't mind me using her name because she got such great success with this last week. So at the end of the month, she's pushing to go gold. She's pushing for those 2 or 3 extra enrollments. She adds me in 3-way chats. I think it's like 20 3-way chats. Okay. So she's going back to doing her follow-up. She's doing it well. She's connecting with all these 3-way chats. She's add me in because it's last a month. She wanted to offer the deal that was ending, all those things. She's already offered them the deal for February. So now she's going back and her text or her script or comment was, hey, how's it going? Just checking in. 20 times it popped up in my in my chats. And that's what she said to every single one. I was like, Natasha, I private messaged her. I said, hey, look, you look back at those conversations. You have already sent the videos. You've already added them to Healthy and Rockin' It. You've already sent them testimonies. You know what their pain point is. You've invited them to Messenger chat. They've been on a couple or one sip and share. You've done all the work, girl. Ask the bold question. So she's like, what do I do? I said, just go in and say, hey, I've given you all the information that I can give you. Are you ready to join today? I can take your information and assign you up right now. She did it. And she comes, one lady says, sure. Honest to goodness, the lady says, sure. And then she's like, oh my goodness. And she goes back in and says, okay, so I will drop the information here to sign you up. And the lady said, I'll send it to you privately. Okay. And she says, yeah, you can send it to me privately outside of the chat with me, which is fine. And 5 minutes later, Natasha's like, yay, number 5. I'm like, see, if you don't ask the bold question, you're not getting an answer. You're going to always wonder, is it yes or is it no? If it's no, then you know where to go from there. If it's no, why leave it hang? I don't like this. I learned not to leave it hanging like that. Like, answer me. I've worked with you. I've given you all the answers. If it's no, it's okay. We'll move on. If it's yes, let's get you in right now. Does that make sense?
It
Last-
does. I
sorry?
have 2 on my, oops, sorry. I have 2 on my list that I'm asking today.
Go back through. Awesome, Tina. Go back through all your prospects. If you've ever sent them 2 or 3 things, ask the bold question. You won't get it if you don't ask. The other thing I do, I'm going to leave with this, and I'll just say that I always, every single enrollment, do not miss out with offering them the opportunity. When I was in Plexus my first 2 years, Natalie used to keep saying to me, just get out of your own way. I'm like, what does that mean? She says, like, you know that Plexus is based on customers and business partners. How do you know who's going to be your business partner if you don't ask? Again, you have to ask, right? You might be like the Melissa Eikenhorst, your 10th enrollment, your 20th, wherever you are in your business. But you need to be asking again. So every single enrollment, once they're done, I go back and I say, hey, I don't know if this interests you or not, but the company has this on the table for new people this month. Bring 3, don't sign up, enroll. I don't use that language. I say, if you bring 3 of your friends or family, link arms with you this month and do this with you for a 60-day commitment with you, then the company will pay you almost $400. And if I leave it at that for them to answer yes or no, whatever they want to do. And I engage and say, you can get your products paid for, or you can go further. Totally up to you. Very flexible. That's what we love about this company. If you don't ask, you're not going to get a response again. So I ask everybody, how do you know out of those, like Lana, for example, she enrolled 10, I believe, last month. 8 or 10. How do you know that 2 of those 10 are not your business partners if you don't tell them what's on the table? I can guarantee you the statistics in Plexus shares that out of 10, there is 2 business partners. There's actually 1 out of 6 that is a business partner. So who is it? But if you don't dig, you're not going to find them. They'll be just sitting there as VIPs, not knowing what's on the table for them. So when I ask that question, and then if they're interested, and I say, well, you want to start by sharing a post, we use the first post that we have with our picture to see if they can get some interest. And then I go a step further for merch because we have that tablet. I got people interested in just the tablet. They don't care about anything else. They just want that tablet. So if you don't offer all your VIPs, every single person coming in, if you don't offer them that, like you're really doing them a disservice, or not sharing with them what the company is doing this month. If they do nothing else but get 6 and get that tablet, I'd be so happy for them. They're helping 6 friends get on the health journey, and they're getting a gift for doing it. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Sounds great. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording because that's the end of the spiel that I had. And you guys can add away.